Hey everyone, Jeff here, also known as the Revit Kid. I'm extremely excited today to introduce you to something that I've been working on for over 6 years. Before I jump into it, I do want to say I hope everyone out there is healthy and being safe. I'm entering week 5 of my quarantine from the coronavirus, and it's getting really weird. I'm sure everyone's feeling the same, so I just wanted to reach out and say I hope you guys are all healthy and safe and doing what you can in these weird times. But what I want to talk about today is the brand new BIM After Dark. So when I started creating courses for Revit over 6 years ago was when I published the very first course. I always had an idea in my mind of how to sort of change the approach to online education when it comes to Revit. So fast forward 6 years, here we are, and I'm introducing you for the first time, some of you, to the brand new BIM After Dark platform. So what is the new BIM After Dark? So many of you may have seen my emails and blog posts over the last 2 days, sort of teeing up the idea of what it is that I've created here. And what I wanted to do today is, instead of sort of run through all the writing I did for the sales page and the introduction and the landing page for the community, I thought I'd jump in and actually show you what it is. So what you see when you log into BIM After Dark as a member is your feed. If I scroll through this, you'll see all the content that's already been created. We actually have 33 current beta members who have been active over the last 3 to 4 weeks in the platform. These members have already started taking the courses. They've already reached out to me, and we've had great interactions. They've reached out with each other. We've also had an office hour already. We plan on having more. And they've also given me feedback and helped me shape what you see here. We've already made changes to the site based on their input. So what you see here is actually the my activity feed. And so a perfect example, which goes right along with the blog post that I've been posting about where do you ask questions and how do you get answers to what you're stuck on with Revit. So right here we have Carlos, who reached out to the group and was trying to develop this very specific roof detail. And so the roof detail needed to have pitches and heights that are all the same. So Carlos and I went back and forth on different ways to solve that. I included snips. I'm able to upload videos as well as other members, which was awesome. Another great discussion we had recently is Stephen Bronstein, who asked about, and this is kind of funny, you guys may find this really interesting, asked about how can you develop, or how can you get the same thing as OSnap, for those of you who are AutoCAD users, which was kind of snapping to a grid within Revit. And so talking back and forth between users and myself, we were actually able to show Stephen how you can utilize your work planes as technically in OSnap. And so another great thing about this is that I can also, again, I can post videos. And so what I did is I created a quick video of how you would do that, and I posted it in the response, and other users chimed in, and it was a great conversation. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, and this is what I was alluding to with all the blog posts. So it's already happening in the community, and I'm extremely excited about it. So what you see here is me showing Stephen how to modify the grid so that you have only 1-inch intervals, and then Revit automatically snaps to that grid anyway. So you're kind of creating your own OSnap, which was kind of neat. So that's what you see right away. But what I want to do is jump right into the very first thing that sort of drove me to creating this platform, which is my courses. And so as a member of BIM After Dark, you will get all 4 of my flagship courses, as well as any additional courses I plan on making. So right now I do plan on adding twin motion courses. There's some information, or there's some feedback from members already of what the next courses are going to be, as well as updating previous courses that may be a little out of date or things might have changed. So I'm in the courses page now. You can see all 4 of my flagship courses, which are BIM Can Be Sexy, which has to do with presentation content and making BIM sexy. BIM Can Make Paper, which has to do with creating construction documents, so taking a design model and creating a full set of construction documents, as well as templates and some other tips and tricks in there. BIM Can Make Families, we talk about making parametric families from scratch with a lot of really cool information and details. And then of course DIY Dynamo, which is one of my most popular classes, which is getting started in Dynamo. So what I want to do is just jump into BIM Can Be Sexy and give you a sense of what it looks like to be in a course now within the new BIM After Dark platform. So you can see here all the lessons are set up and viewable right in the home page. There's an activity feed for every course, so you can post questions generally to people taking the course. There's also a chat for anyone who's subscribed and taking the course, so you have a full chat that you can ask questions on. Another really cool thing is when you jump into a lesson, so if I jump into my, let's just do section perspectives. So here's the video of the lesson. If I scroll down to the bottom here, or I can even make it full screen, every single lesson has a comment area where you can upload files, you can upload videos, you can ask questions, and all of that will go directly to me as well as other people taking the course, or whoever the instructor might be. Here's all the content here. Another great thing is you can mark it as completed, so you can track your progress. And I know one of the things that a lot of you said when I asked the question about online courses is sometimes you didn't complete them all because you were looking for something specific. So you can jump around, you can go back and forth within this course and go to whatever it is that you're actually looking at, as well as if you want to go through it in the order that it's meant to be. And then of course, with every single course, you will also get all of the sample files, so all the files that you need to follow along, and additional resources and bonus files, and so on and so forth. So the course platform is really cool. So far the feedback's been great from members, and I hope you guys are interested in that as well. I think it's a huge improvement, and I think tying the courses back to the community is going to be a complete success. It's already shown that. Another thing you'll notice is that there's a little area over here called topics, and so I'm trying to break down the communications within the actual platform, as well as my posts on the blog by topic. So if I click presentation, you'll notice that there's conversation. So here's a question that Angelo and Nancy had about modeling and rendering a specific set of cabinets. So there's a discussion there. But also you'll notice there's some posts here. So one of the things that I really wanted to do, and this is from feedback for many years from you guys, the readers of my blog and this channel, is getting sample files of the tutorials. So the blog has over 1,200 posts and tutorials from the last 11 to 12 years. I think it's 11 years right now. So there's 1,200 tutorials and lots of information. And so trying to figure out how can I manage that and as well as give you the quality and the information that you need. So what I want to show you is, here's a post. This is one of the most popular posts from last year. Some of you may remember it, where I walk through my design process in Revit. And so what you may not have noticed, because this is fairly new, is if you scrolled all the way to the bottom, there's a little button now that says click here to download sample files from this post. So as a member of BIM After Dark, you will get sample files to every single tutorial I post on the blog. So if I click here, you'll notice it's going to jump to the community. It's going to go to the post in the community where I give a little excerpt, and right here are the sample files from that tutorial. And so I'm filling these in slowly over time. There's quite a few of them now, and I continue to add them. Obviously, as I go back in time, it's getting a little harder to fill in, some tutorials from 2009, for example. But I'm getting there. And but you'll notice the Revit file and the Lumion scene. So members get to download the Revit file and Lumion scene. So this is something I'm extremely excited about. And that also ties in with the topics. There will be on the blog very soon the ability to filter all of the 1,200 tutorials in the blog by these four main topics right now, which are presentation, documentation, creation, and automation. Another awesome thing about the BIM After Dark community is I will be holding office hours. And so if I click in the office hours here, you'll see there's different posts. Office hours give members the ability to interact with myself and possibly special guests for topics of the week. Maybe it's questions on specific courses, or maybe it's just freely chit-chatting, whatever it is. And so in the office hours area, you can see we've already had, actually if I go to events, we have one scheduled for next week. And if I go to past, we held our very first office hour a couple weeks ago, and it went great, and the replay was there. We actually, because it's a smaller group, we actually did a Zoom style meeting using Jitsi, and we had some great conversations between the crew. So just another way to take advantage of the fact that we're creating this tight-knit community. Speaking of community, that's sort of the next perk here. All of this is built on the idea of a community. So again, if you notice, I go to my home screen, I have basically a social media style feed of just this community. You have the ability to search for whatever you want. So if you're looking for rendering, you can search for rendering. It's going to search courses, it's going to search exercises, it's going to search conversations, and so on and so forth. But you also have this discovery area where you can customize what you want to see. So there's welcome areas, there's top posts. You can subscribe to specific topics, so when people post about them, you get notifications, and then obviously events. There's also the ability to chat, so you can chat with members. So you can chat directly with members. Members can chat directly with you if you so wish, and it sort of creates this community vibe. And the goal here is to connect with like-minded Revit users and to help each other excel and learn and take your Revit to the next level. And so far it's already happening in the 3 weeks that the first round of beta members have been here, and I'm hoping that it just continues to happen over time. So that's a quick rundown of the brand new BIM After Dark. So today, right now, I'm accepting a second wave of beta members into the platform. The reason I'm doing it this way is the reason why I did the first beta membership is I'm trying to honestly keep the group a little smaller and tight-knit, but also I want to give the ability to close the doors, let people use the platform, give me feedback, I interact with you as members, and so on and so forth, and then we build the perfect platform, eventually have a full public launch. But for right now, I'm doing a second wave of beta members, and it's live today. Check out the link below or in the blog post. And I'm going to be closing up on Friday, I think at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. As a beta member, as I mentioned before, you will have the ability to shape this community, which is awesome. Your membership will be at a beta rate, so a lower rate for the lifetime that you are a member. So it'll never go up. So check out the link below. You can go to community.bimafterdark.com as well directly if you're interested, and feel free to reach out with anything else. I'm super excited about this, and I hope you guys are too. So feel free to reach out, let me know what you think, comment below, and I hope to talk to you guys later. Or maybe I'll see you on the inside. That'd be even cooler. See you guys later.